All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for the second part of our triple header, our second game. It'll be the Baltimore Colts and the Buffalo Bills. If you're new to Jammin' Sports, Indianapolis is in Baltimore this season. We moved the Colts to Baltimore. It'll be the Colts at the Bills, an AFC East matchup. And let's take a look. Well, both teams are 0-1. Both teams lost in Week 1, so we have another situation where both teams are looking for their first win of the season. Misty is 6-9 now on the season, and she's taking Buffalo. Gracie is now 5-10 on the season, and she's also taking Buffalo. Evil Dead is now 9-6. We'll see who he takes. Penny Getty is now 8-7. New England Fan is 1-1. He's taking the Colts in this one. All right, New England Fan. I said Penny Getty's 8-7, and Waldo is 3-2. And we got a card for Jax. We'll let Jax pick once he gets in here and is ready to make a pick. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell as we head out to the old Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York, for this one, the Colts and the Bills, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. It's the Colts and the Bills. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along on this Sunday afternoon. Looks like Waldo and Sports Davis are both taking the Colts in this one. Waiting for Evil Dead and Penny Getty's picks. Both teams, Evil Dead going for the Colts. The Colts will kick off. It'll be fielded at the 1-yard line by Tyson Crawford over the 20, 25, and Crawford out to the 26-yard line. And that's where Buffalo will have it, 1st and 10. Starting quarterback for the Bills is Mason Cross in his 5th year out of Vanderbilt. So Evil Dead is taking the Colts. We're still waiting on Penny Getty's pick and Jax if he makes a pick. What's your records? Penny Getty is 8-7, and Evil Dead, you are 9-6. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bills from their own 26-yard line. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking. Cross rolls out. And he's going to get taken down back at the 22-yard line, a loss of 4 on the sack. Jared Bowles, the 4th-year linebacker out of San Diego State, on the sack. So Penny Getty's got the Bills. I got it. That just leaves Jax. Waldo, your record is 3-2 on the season so far. So the Bills get sacked on the first play of the game. It'll be 2nd and 14 back at the 22-yard line. Just underway. Bills come out on 2nd and 14. Cross under center. Cross fakes the handoff, looks downfield. Looking, throws, and caught by Tyson Crawford out to the 35. A gain of 13 yards. It'll be 3rd and inches. Crawford in his 5th year out of Penn State. Yeah, the Vikings didn't screw you over this time, Evil Dead. It'll be 30 inches for the Bills at their own 35. Opening possession of the game. Buffalo comes out. Okay. Cross in the shotgun. Cross, hands off to Henderson. And Travion Henderson out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 7. And that'll be a Buffalo first down. Travion Henderson in his 4th year out of Ohio State. First down, Buffalo. Swarmed by a corral of Colts. See what I did there? All right. First and 10, Buffalo. They'll have it at their own 42-yard line. No score, early first quarter. 4 wide, Cross in the shotgun. Cross fakes the handoff. Looking, and he gets sacked back at the 36-yard line. Coming in on the sack, number 97, Tyler Coles, the 5th-year defensive tackle at Temple. A loss of 6 yards. Yeah, really. That was some weird play calling by the Vikings at the end of the game. They just could have downed it, but they threw a pass. 2nd and 16 now for the Bills, back at their own 36-yard line. Baltimore lost to the Jets last week.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, this is the first time we've been on since Tuesday. Cross to Scott down the sideline. Davis Scott, a flag is down as Scott gets pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line. The tackle was made by Lawrence Rucker. Unnecessary roughness on Lawrence Tucker. Wow, that's kind of ticky-tack. He looked like he was still in bounds. 15-yard penalty. Well, thank you. 15-yard penalty down to the 38-yard line. So Buffalo now deep in I did it again, Baltimore territory. It's going to take me a while. The Baltimore Colts this season. They're in Baltimore. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Cross in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Cross, looking, steps up. He's got time, rolls out, throws, and incomplete. Looking for Collins, Isaac Collins. Let's take a look at the Buffalo offense. Up front, McCoy, Bernard, Princeton, Walter, and Green. And then it's McGinnis, Cooley, Henderson, Scott, and Crawford. 2nd and 10 for the Bills at the Baltimore 38-yard line. Yes. It'll be the Eagles and the Redskins after this. We'll head to Washington, D.C. for that one. I think we're coming off an injury timeout or something here. 2nd and 10 at the Colt 38-yard line. 3 to the near side. Cross in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Cross fakes the handoff. Looking. He's got all day. Boy, he's got time. Just a 3-man rush, though. And it's caught by Alden McGinnis down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 26 yards. And that'll be a Buffalo first down. Alden McGinnis in his 7th year out of Southern Miss. First down, Buffalo. Still the opening drive of the ball game. Jared Bowles on the tackle. The linebacker. First and 10 for the Bills at the Baltimore 12-yard line. Bills come out. Cross in the shotgun. Cross to Henderson. And Travion Henderson picks up nothing. No gain. He was stood up. Here's the Baltimore defense. They play a 4-3. Ford and McKinley, Coles and Hammond up front. Linebackers, Clemens, McFadden, and Morgan. And the secondary, Rucker, Terrell, Morrison, and Lawrence. Second and 10 now for the Bills at the Colt 12-yard line. Cross under center. Cross to Henderson up the middle, and Henderson's in for the touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run by Travion Henderson, the fourth-year back out of Ohio State. Well, 11th out of 300. It's not bad. And now the extra point by Garrett Brown. The kick is up, and it's good. And the Bills take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. They take a 7-0 lead. Yeah, that was cheap. So the Colts will finally get the football down 7-0 with 4:34 left to play in the first quarter. Here at Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams are 0-1 coming in. Yeah, that penalty did keep the drive going. You're right. Well, that's good. Came over with something, though. That's good. And now the kickoff by Garrett Brown from the 1-yard line. This is Sean Brown on the return over the 25 and out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. The 6th-year back out of San Jose State, Sean Brown on the return. 1st and 10 Baltimore at their own 31-yard line. Their starting quarterback is Hudson Card in his 4th year at Purdue. The Colts are in the AFC East this season, along with the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets. Both conferences have 5-team Eastern divisions. The other divisions all have 4 teams. 1st and 10, Card in the shotgun. 4 wide. Card hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Randall Lattimore out to the 42-yard line, a gain of 11. The veteran running back in his 11th year out of Ole Miss, the eldest of the Lattimore brothers, picks up the first down. All 4 are still in the league. First down, Colts. If you missed our earlier game, the Vikings defeated the Patriots 27-17. That game is now being uploaded to YouTube if you want to check it out. The Vikings go to 1-1. The Patriots drop to 0-2. We're in the second game of our triple header. Redskins hosting the Eagles next. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Card fakes the handoff, throws, and overthrows his receiver. Incomplete. Let's take a look at the Baltimore offense. Up front, Brown, Shepard, Kirkland, Perry, and Jones. And then it's Hill, Brown, Lattimore, Stanley, and Sanders. 2nd and 10 for the Colts at their own 42-yard line. 3:57 left in the first quarter. The Bills took the opening kickoff and marched down the field and got a touchdown. On 2nd and 10, Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws, and is picked off by Hardy at the 40-yard line. Dion Hardy, the 3rd-year safety out of Michigan, picks it off for the Bills. It'll be 1st and 10, Buffalo at the Baltimore 40-yard line. Bills in Colt territory following the pick. And now the Bills can make it a 2-score game early. Buffalo offense comes back out. Let's see if Buffalo can capitalize now with 3:53 left to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Colt 40-yard line. Whole gang is here today. Evil Dead, Penn and Getty, New England fan, Waldo, Sports Davis is here. Cross to Cooley, and Trey Cooley on first down, back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Trey Cooley in his 5th year out of Georgia Tech. And Fordham, Carlos Fordham makes the tackle, the 10th year defensive end out of Oregon. 2nd and 10 for the Bills at the Colt 40-yard line. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Cross under center. Cross to Henderson this time. And Henderson picks up a yard before Jared Bowles makes the tackle, the linebacker. Now they're going to say no gain. 3rd and 10. As we're coming up on 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Buffalo up 7-0. Bills come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross in the shotgun.
Here we go. 3-19.
Cross looking. Steps up. Throws deep down the sideline. Caught by Davis Scott down to the 11. A 30-yard gain by the big tight end on the catch. David Scott in his 11th year out of Texas. First down Bills at the Colt 11-yard line. A shoestring tackle by Jared Bowles. He's been everywhere for the Colts, making every tackle, it seems like. Buffalo in the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the Colt 11. 2:36 and counting. Bills come out. Cross in the shotgun. Single back. Cross looks. Cross still looking. Throws. Caught by Collins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaac Collins, the 3rd-year receiver out of Virginia. An 11-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills turn the turnover into points. They go up 13-0. All those that took the Bills knew something. Misty, Gracie, and Penn and Getty all took Buffalo. And the Bills quickly with a 2-possession lead. New England fan. Well, geez. It's not your day, New England fan. We're still in the first quarter. The Colts can come back. Garrett Brown will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bills lead at 14-0. 2:21 left to play in the first quarter. Live from Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. It's been all Buffalo so far. They've dominated on both sides of the ball. One of these two teams is going to start 0-2, and right now is looking like the Colts, unless they can mount something here. Mount a comeback. Brown will kick off. From the goal line, Sean Brown on the return over the 15, 20, 25, out over the 30 to the 31-yard line. And that's where Baltimore will take over with 2:16 left in the first quarter, down 14-0. As Hudson Card comes back out. Card has yet to complete a pass to a player in a white jersey. He's completed one to a player in a blue jersey. Got to shake it off and just play. On 1st and 10, the Colts come out 4 wide. Kind of in tight though. Card under center. Card hands off to Lattimore, and the Bills are there. A 3-yard loss for Randall Lattimore. Leading the charge, number 96, Leon Seals, in his 15th year out of Alabama. Actually, it was number 95, not 96. It was Cameron Lee, the rookie linebacker out of Virginia. It'd be 3-yard loss, 2nd and 13, back at the 28-yard line. Colts come out 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws, caught by Alexander out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 8. Here's the Buffalo defense. We haven't checked them out yet. They play a 4-3. Seals, Cousins, McAllister, and Evans up front. The linebackers, Howell, Henderson, and Lee. And the secondary, Hicks, Carillon, Hardy, and Waters. 3rd and 8 for the Colts at their own 33-yard line. The catch on the previous play was George Alexander, the rookie receiver out of Boston College. 3rd and 8, 3 to the near side. Card in the shotgun. Card fakes the handoff, throws, and caught by James Hill to the Buffalo 43-yard line. It's a 24-yard catch into Bills territory. Hill, the 9th-year receiver out of Louisiana Tech. First down, Baltimore into Buffalo territory. Aaron Catledge on the tackle, the 6th-year defensive back out of Navy. Coming up on a minute left to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 43-yard line. Everybody in tight. Card under center. Card to Lattimore, and Lattimore gets nailed for a 1-yard loss as the rookie linebacker Cameron Lee makes another nice tackle. The rookie out of Virginia. Second and 11 for the Colts at the Buffalo 44-yard line. We're down to 35 seconds left in the first quarter. 4 wide. Card in the shotgun.
Let's go. Green 39.
Card hands off to Lattimore, and Lattimore gets nailed and he fumbles. John Henderson put the smackdown on him, caused the fumble. And Brian McAllister, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of USC, recovers the loose football. I mean, he took a hit from Henderson. Bam. Now, was he down? He might have been down. I don't think he lost the football until he was down. They might take a look at this. Right now, the Buffalo offense is coming back out onto the field, as the Colts have turned it over now. No review for the second time. Still waiting for a review. No review. 1st and 10 Bills from their own 47. Boy, they can make it a 3-score game. Cross on first down. Fakes the handoff. Looks downfield. He's got all day. Throws. Caught by McGinnis. Alden McGinnis down the sideline to the 14-yard line. A 39-yard gain. And that's going to bring the first quarter to a close. At the end of one, the Bills lead at 14-0 here at Jammis Sports. Welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. We go to the second quarter. The Bills in charge. They lead the Colts 14-0 in AFC East battle here. Both teams are 0-1 coming in. Bills lead it 14-0, and they have the football now at the Baltimore 14-yard line. They can make it a 3-score game. If the Colts don't do something, this one's going to get out of hand. Cross in the shotgun. Cross drops back, throws near side, caught by David Scott. no gain as Lawrence Rucker came up, made the tackle. The 9th-year defensive back out of Auburn. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. We'll have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Washington Redskins up next. We hope you stick around for that. A triple header for you here tonight. We'll be back on tomorrow night with a doubleheader at 8 o'clock Eastern, our normal time during the week when we're on during the week. We'll go over that schedule here in a second. 2nd and 10 from the 14-yard line. Cross under center.
All right, here we go.
Cross to Henderson around the outside, and Travion Henderson turns inside and gets to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll bring up 3rd and 4. Adam Morrison came up, the safety, and made the tackle in his 7th year out of Auburn. 3rd and 4 for the Bills at the Colt 8-yard line. Bills come out, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross to Henderson, up the middle, down to the 3, a gain of 5. And that'll be a Buffalo first down. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. There you go, what Waldo said. Absolutely. Adam Morrison again came up, made the tackle. First and goal from the 3. Bills come out. Cross under center.
Here we go now.
Cross. Hands off to Henderson. He tried to get outside, but he's hit for a 4-yard loss. Coming up is Anthony Clemens, the 8th-year linebacker out of Stephen F. Austin. Nice play by Clemens. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 7-yard line for Buffalo. .620 in counting. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. As we're in the second quarter here at Highmark Stadium in the I formation. Cross to Cooley, and Trey Cooley to the 6, a gain of a yard. As Daniel McFadden makes the play, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Ohio State. 3rd and goal now from the 6-yard line. 5:50 in counting here in the first half. Buffalo up 14-0. Even a field goal makes it a 3-score game. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looking, throws, and it's intercepted by Rucker at the 3-yard line, down the sideline. And he's forced out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Just when you thought Buffalo was going to take a 3-score lead, Lawrence Rucker picks it off and brings it back 35 yards to the Baltimore 38. That might be a turning point in this game. He was looking for David Scott. The ball kind of sailed on cross. And now let's see if the Colts offense can do anything. So far, they've done very little. But that's kind of a swing situation here. You can swing the game your way. Turnovers have a way of doing that. Instead of Buffalo going up 21-0, the Colts, if they can score, that's a 14-point turnaround. Card under center on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
Sanders in motion. Card looking. Card throws and caught by Kendall Stanley out to the 48-yard line, the tight end in his 10th year out of Stephen F. Austin, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1 at the Baltimore 48-yard line. Coming up to make the tackle, Eli Hicks, the former Eagle, in his 13th year out of Michigan. Eli Hicks spent 12 years with Philadelphia, now in his first season with Buffalo. On 2nd and 1, 4 wide, Card in the shotgun. Coming up on 5 minutes left in the half. Card fakes the handoff, throws a swing pass to Sanders, and Sanders to the 47. He actually lost half a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1. Aaron Catledge came up, made the tackle. So a big third down coming up. Next week, Baltimore will return home. They'll host Philadelphia. And Buffalo next week will play at the Giants, at the New York Giants. 3rd and 1 for the Colts. Card in the shotgun. Lattimore in motion. Empty backfield now. Card looks, throws, and incomplete. He whiffed. He overthrew David McNeil, the rookie receiver out of Baylor. Or actually, Colby Borky, I'm sorry. I picked up the wrong number. Corby Borky, the 4th-year tight end out of Fresno State. Bryce Taylor will come in to punt. Gets the punt away on 4th and 1. And that's going to drop. Ooh, look at this. And into the end zone. Touchback. Buffalo will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4:18 left in the half. Here at Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. The 0-1 Colts and the 0-1 Bills. We said the Colts lost to the Jets last week. Buffalo lost to the Dolphins in a game they should have won. They gave the game away to the Dolphins 22-17 at the end. Buffalo should have won that game. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Cross under center. Cross hands off to Henderson up the middle, and Henderson picks up 2 to the 22-yard line. Tackle made by Dave Hammond, the 2nd-year defensive end out of Cornell. 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. 4 minutes left in the half. Bills up 14-0. 4 wide. Cross in the gun. Cross looking. Throws. Caught by David Scott. Out to the 26-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 4. Lawrence Rucker came up. That's right. Thank you, Waldo. Waldo's jotting on the spot. He's the human billboard, the human ticker up there. Third and 4 from the 26-yard line. 3rd and 4, cross, looking, throws, caught by Scott, picks up the 1st down, all the way out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 17 yards to the big tight end, David Scott, and that'll be a Buffalo 1st down. The linebacker, Daniel McFadden, on the tackle, but the Bills are on the move again. Buffalo looking to make it a 3-possession lead going into halftime. They lead at 14-0. And other than that one pick, the Bills are dominating. Under 3 minutes left in the half. Cross under center. Cross to Henderson. And Travion Henderson to the 45, a 2-yard gain. Daniel McFadden on the tackle again. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2:37 and counting. On 2nd down, Bills come out 4 wide, cross in the shotgun.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Cross, looking, cross, throws, caught by Isaac Collins out to the 42-yard line. As they cross midfield. It's going to be a 13-yard gain and a Buffalo 1st down. And it looks like that will take us, as we watch the replay, to the 2-minute warning. Bills up 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Can you put some... Oh, you already did. Thank you. Thank you. Misty brought me a sandwich. Thank you, Misty. A sandwich. As they say here in the South. They say it everywhere, too. A sandwich. 1st and 10 for the Bills. At the Colt 42-yard line. Cross looking. Cross throws. And is picked up by Lawrence Rucker again. And the Colts get it back at the 36-yard line. The second consecutive drive where Mason Cross throws a pick. I'm going to attempt to eat a ham sandwich here while I call the game. So bear with me. And now the Colts have a chance to get on the board before halftime. .154 left in the first half. The Colts come out, 3 to the far side. Hudson Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws, caught by Alexander. George Alexander, the rookie, a 2-yard gain. Make it a 3-yard gain, 2nd and 7. Colts go to the hurry up. Card in the gun. Card looking. Rolls out, throws deep. Caught by George Alexander into Buffalo territory. Down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. Baltimore stays in the hurry up. Card in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Card looking. Card rolls out. Throws deep and caught by, nope, Dean Sanders does not catch it. Broken up by John Henderson, the linebacker. Henderson in his 11th year out of Penn State. Dean Sanders couldn't hold on. Great play by Henderson. Just slapped it out of there. Second and 10 for the Colts from the 40-yard line, 5 wide. Card in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Card looking. Throws. Caught by Sanders. Makes a move. Dean Sanders down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a Colt first down. Still haven't taken a timeout. Now they finally do with 1:01 left to play. Here in the first half. The Colts can get back in this game. Their defense has kept them in this game with a couple of interceptions. They didn't capitalize on the first one, but they can capitalize on this one. They're in field goal range. First and 10 for the 27. On first down, Card in the shotgun. Takes the snap, throws quickly, and it's picked off by Buffalo. Anderson, the linebacker, picks it off. Devin Anderson, the 7th-year linebacker out of Virginia, picks it off for Buffalo. And the Bills will get it right back. And that's twice now the Colts have not been able to capitalize off a turnover. The Buffalo defense comes up with a big play. Mason Cross will come back out. Buffalo still has 3 timeouts, 58 seconds. They might be able to do something here. Let's see. Mason Cross in the shotgun. Empty backfield. On first down, Cross looking. Throws outside to Collins. Up the sideline, Isaac Collins out to the 48-yard line. A gain of 22. And the Bills take a timeout. They have 2 left. Isaac Collins, the 8th-year veteran receiver out of Virginia. Ham sandwich, pretty good. A sandwich. First and 10 for the Bills. They'll have it at their own 48-yard line. They still have 2 timeouts, 50 seconds left in the half. Bills come to the line. No. That'll give me heartburn. That gives me heartburn. That's that Italian sandwich. It'll give me heartburn. Cross looking. Cross throws and caught by Crawford. Tyson Crawford all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a 28-yard gain. And now the Bills are in field goal range. They take a timeout. They have 1 left. The last time I had an Italian sandwich like that, it gave me heartburn bad. It's like, it's good. I know it's a good sandwich from Walmart, but they're trying to give me an Italian sandwich. It gave me heartburn like nobody's business. Which is a shame because it's a delicious sandwich. First and 10 for Buffalo now at the Indianapolis 24-yard line. 3 to the far side. Cross looking. Throws, and it's tipped. And there are several players with a shot at it, and they can't come up with it. To include number 20, Leon Terrell, the defensive back in his third year out of Louisville. Second and 10 at the Colt 24-yard line. 35 seconds left in the half. 3 to the far side. Cross looking. Cross throws, and he overthrows Alden McGinnis. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 24-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 31 seconds left until halftime. Buffalo still has a timeout. On 3rd down, 4 wide. 3 to the far side. Cross looking. Throws and incomplete. Travion Henderson couldn't hold on as the linebacker Daniel McFadden knocks the ball away. It'll be 4th down. So the Bills will try a field goal here before halftime. Garrett Brown, this will be from 41 yards to make it a 3-possession game. Snap, kick is up. And it hit the upright. No good. He dunked it off the right upright. It remains a 14-0 Buffalo lead. Some highlights. All the turnovers. In one sense, it has been kind of a sloppy game. Bills still lead it 14-0. The Colts, their defense is keeping them in there. It's just that the Colts offense can't seem to do anything. With 21 seconds left until halftime, 1st and 10, Baltimore at their own 31-yard line. Card under center. Card draws back. Card throws deep and caught by Kendall Stanley out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 15 yards, and the Colts take a timeout. They have 1 left. 15 seconds left. Baltimore trying to get into field goal range, get some points before halftime. I do believe Baltimore does get the second half kickoff, if I am not mistaken. On 1st and 10, 5 wide, empty backfield. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws, caught by Hill. And James Hill crosses midfield. An 8-yard gain out to the Buffalo 46-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. They're out of timeouts now. 11 seconds until halftime. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the Buffalo 46. They're not quite in field goal range yet. They're out of timeouts. They need to throw one downfield and get out of bounds. Stud is in the house. How you doing, Stud? Gracie, say hi to Stud. There, Gracie's here. 2nd and 2. Card in the shotgun. Card draws back, looking, throws, caught by Stanley. Needs to get out of bounds, and he does at the 29-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. Had the presence of mind to get out of bounds, and now Baltimore can kick a field goal here before halftime. P.J. Burke will come on, the 12th-year kicker out of Georgia Southern. This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt right before halftime. So Burke from 46 to get the Colts on the board. Kick is up. I don't know. He got it. He makes it. From 46. It was a low kick, but it got through. And finally, the Colts get on the scoreboard. The Bills lead it 14-3. And the Colts do get the second half kickoff. That was kind of a line drive kick, but it made it. And now the Colts will kick off. Don't forget, we have Philadelphia and Washington after this. And earlier today, the Vikings beat the Patriots 27-17. There's the kick. Fielded by Crawford over the 15-20. And Tyson Crawford all the way out to the 31. Halftime. Halftime score, Buffalo 14, Baltimore 3, here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. As we go to the second half, the Bills lead the Colts 14-3, and Baltimore will get the second half kickoff. Down by 11. There's the kick by Garrett Brown. And this will be fielded by Aiden King from the 2-yard line out over the 20 to the 25-yard line. First down, Colts. Hudson Card comes back out to lead the offense. Let's see if the Colts can get back in this game. First and 10 for the Colts at their own 25. Card throws a swing pass to Sanders, turns upfield, and Sanders picks up 2 out to the 27-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Colts come out. Card under center. Everybody in tight on second down. Card looking, throws quickly to Spain. who gets out to the 28-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6. That'll bring up a big 3rd down for Baltimore. I'm trying to finish the sandwich while I'm calling a game here. 3rd and 6 from the 28-yard line. I'm eating a ham and cheese sandwich. 3rd and 6. Card looking. Throws. Caught by Stanley. Kendall Stanley out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 9. And that'll be a Colt first down. The big tight end, Kendall Stanley. I don't know if you can hear me chewing on the microphone. First and 10 now for the Colts. At their own 37-yard line, Buffalo up 14-3 here in the 3rd quarter. Card to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 3. Tay Cousins on the tackle, 8th-year defensive tackle out of Florida State. And that'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line. Don't forget, we have the Eagles and the Redskins after this. We'll be at FedEx Field for that one. 2nd and 7. Card in the shotgun, single back. Hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Randall Lattimore to the 43. A gain of 3 to bring up 3rd and 4. Tackle that time made by Brian McAllister, the 10th-year defensive tackle out of USC. Big 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Carr draws back. Looking, throws. Oh, it got tipped at the line, but Stanley still caught it. But he ends up only getting a yard. Put down the sandwich. It's not break time. I'm almost done with it. I gave some of it to the dog. I'm done. I know. Grace is pointing at what they're talking about. And the Bills are going to have to punt. They come up short. It'll be 4th and 3. Bryce Taylor will come on. A chance for the Colts, or chance for the Bills now to increase their lead. Taylor gets the punt away. And that's going to roll into the end zone. Touchback. And the Bills will have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 5:04 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Both teams are 0-1. Buffalo leads it 14-3. If the Bills can get a touchdown, they'll go up by 3 scores. Mason Cross on the shotgun on first down. Cross looking, throws, and it tips around, and boy, how many of those have we seen today? Incomplete. It was tipped. They were looking for Alden McGinnis, and I think it was Daniel McFadden. Yes, he tipped it. And coming up was number 96. That was Mike McKinley. He nearly picked it off. 2nd and 10 for the Bills from the 20-yard line. Cross under center. 5 minutes now left to play in the 3rd quarter. Cross to Henderson. And Travion Henderson a yard to the 21-yard line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Clemens, the linebacker on the tackle, Anthony Clemens. 3rd and 9 from the 21-yard line. Big 3rd down for Buffalo. 4 wide, single back, cross, back to throw. Looking, throws it deep, caught by Collins. but he's going to be shy of the first down. He only gets out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8. It's going to be 4th and 1. And the Baltimore defense holds again, and Buffalo's going to have to punt. Opening up a Dr. Pepper. Fourth and 1, back to punt. This is Carl Green. Green gets the punt away. They'd be fielded at the 20 by Sean Brown over the 30, 35, and Brown, a nice return out to the 42-yard line. So Baltimore has good field position now, down 14-3 with 3:59 left. You know what's happening here. Buffalo's letting the Colts hang around, not putting them away. And every time you do that, it comes back to bite you. That's why the Bills didn't win last week against the Dolphins. They let the Dolphins hang around. And Miami came back and beat them. The Colts will have it at their own 42-yard line. 3:59 left in the third quarter. Down by 11. Card under center. Card to Lattimore up the middle, and Lattimore picks up 2 yards out to the 44-yard line. Leon Seals on the tackle in his 15th year out of Alabama, the defensive end. It'll be 2nd and 7, a 3-yard gain for the Colts. 3:40 left. Clock is moving. Colts come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Card under center. Card draws back. Card throws. Caught by Kendall Stanley into Buffalo territory down to the 42-yard line. A 14-yard gain and a Baltimore first down. Devin Anderson, the linebacker, came over and made the tackle. But the Colts are moving it down the field again. I feel momentum shifting here in this game. Let's see if it shifts all the way. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. 4 wide. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Throws. He's got a man downfield, and it's nearly picked off. Looking for Dane Sanders. And Dion Hardy, he should have picked it off. It went right through his hands. And not just Hardy, Waters had a shot at it too on the deflection. James Waters. Boy, the Colts were lucky on that one. 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Colts come out 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Card in the shotgun. Card hands off to Lattimore up the middle, and Randall Lattimore down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 6, and it'll bring up 3rd and 4. Tay Cousins on the tackle. In his 8th year out of Florida State, the defensive tackle. Defensive end, depending on where he lines up. 3rd and 4 from the 36-yard line. 5 wide. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Card throws, and caught by Dean Sanders down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 11. And that'll be a Baltimore first down. The 7th-year receiver out of Oregon State. Hi. Hi. How you doing? You can put her down. Put her down. You got to stop babying her so much. We're coming up on 2 minutes left to play. I was talking to Gracie about the puppy. 1st and 10 from the 25. Card in the gun. Card looking. Card throws. Caught by Stanley inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. Kendall Stanley, a gain of 16. And that's a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 9. Long drive by the Colts. But if they can get a touchdown out of this, they can make it a one-possession game. Buffalo still leads it by a score of 14-3. It's been 14-3 for a while. But the Bills have been stuck on 14 for a while. First and goal from the 9. Buffalo hasn't scored since the first quarter. Card under center on first down. Card looking. Card throws back of the end zone. Oh, that should have been picked again. Deion Hardy, another shot to pick it off, but he can't hold on. They were looking for Dean Sanders in the back of the end zone. Incomplete. There were 3 Bills there, all went for the ball. Kind of ran into each other. Second and goal from the 9-yard line. Colts come out. Card under center. Card hands off to Lattimore around the outside, turns inside, and gets down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 5. It'll be third and goal from the 4-yard line. John Henderson, the linebacker, came over and made the tackle. Third and goal from the 4. We're coming up on a minute left. Now in the third quarter. Card in the shotgun, single back. Card looking, throws, and caught. Touchdown! Colts, George Alexander, the rookie out of Boston College, a 4-yard touchdown catch. And the Colts are back in the game. Buffalo's up 14-9. I look for the Colts to go for 2 here to make it a 3-point game. Boy, that was a perfect pass by Hudson Card between all those Buffalo defenders. And I'm sure Baltimore is going to go for 2. They are. 2-point try. They spread the receivers out in 5 wide, empty backfield. Card in the shotgun. Card looking, throws to Sanders, and the 2-point try is good. And the Colts pull to within 3. Buffalo leads it 14-11 with 55 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Live from Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. Week 2 here at Jammin' Sports. This game early on looked like it might be a blowout, but now the Colts defense has kept them in the game, and they've now pulled to within 3. Again, the Bills have not scored since they built their 14-0 lead in the first quarter. The Colts defense has stepped up. And now Bryce Taylor will kick off. There's the kick. Fielded at the 3-yard line by Tyson Crawford over the 20, 25, and Crawford out to the 30-yard line. Crawford in his 5th year out of Penn State. First and 10 for the Bills with 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead, Penn and Getty, Waldo, Stud Lover Boys in the house. On this Sunday, the second game of our triple header. Eagles, Redskins up next. Let's not forget Waldo. He's here too. Misty and Grace here behind me. And the puppy. They're with the puppy. Where'd the puppy go? Oh, right there. Okay. Cross under center, first and 10. Cross, hands off to Henderson. Travion Henderson trying to get outside. Gets out to the 33-yard line. Waldo's balling on people. Okay. Yeah, he's the cover athlete for 2K27. Waldo's not here. 2nd and 7 for the Bills at their own 33-yard line. Buffalo comes out 4 wide. Cross in the shotgun. Cross to Henderson. And Henderson a yard to the 34-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Adam Morrison, the safety, came up, made the tackle. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Bills lead at 14-11 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. We go to the fourth quarter in what has turned into a close ball game. The Bills lead the Colts 14-11. It'll be a big third down for Buffalo, 3rd and 6 at their own 34-yard line. For the second straight week, Buffalo has built a lead only to see the other team come back. Miami did it last week. The Colts are doing it this week. On 3rd and 6, Cross in the shotgun, 3 wide to the far side. Cross looking, throws down the sideline, and Davis Scott hauls it in at the 42-yard line. A 24-yard reception by the big tight end, Davis Scott, in his 11th year out of Texas. All 11 seasons with Buffalo. Tackle made by Leon Terrell, the third-year defensive back out of Louisville. And that's going to be a Buffalo first down. If the Bills can get a touchdown, they can make it a 2-possession game again. She'll follow you around. On 1st and 10, in the offset eye, Cross under center. Buffalo at the Colt 42-yard line. A draw play to Henderson up the middle. And Travion to the 35, a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 3. The loser of this game is going to be 0-2, and that's not a good way to start the season. (7-10) and counting here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 3 for the Bills. They come out 5 wide, empty backfield. Cross in the shotgun. Cross looks, throws near side, and it's knocked down. Broken up by Leon Terrell. Nice play by Terrell. And that'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Bills at the Colt 35-yard line. Third and 3 from the 35. 5 wide, empty backfield once again for Cross. In the shotgun, 3rd and 3. Cross looks, throws down the middle, caught by Davis Scott. Down to the 22. A gain of 13 yards, another Buffalo first down. The Bills offense has woken up. They're saying, wait a minute, Colts are coming back. We better get playing again. Daniel McFadden came up, made the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Buffalo comes out 4 wide, single back, Cross in the gun. 1st and 10. Cross looks, throws, caught by Collins. Number 85, Isaac Collins, down to the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Buffalo. Just a crossing pattern. Let's see where they mark the football here. Is it on the 10, inside the 10? Just outside the 10. They get a first down at the half-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 10. Cross in the shotgun. Henderson in motion now, empty backfield. Cross throws, caught by Jenkins. Down to the 2, an 8-yard gain. Making the catch, Keenan Jenkins, the second-year tight end out of San Jose State. Jared Bowles on the tackle, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 2. Buffalo trying to make it a 2-score game again. 5:34 and counting. Bills come out in the eye. Cross under center. Cross hands off to Trey Cooley. And Cooley back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. The Colts are right there. I think it was Jared Bowles once again on the tackle. The linebacker. He's been everywhere. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 2-yard line. He picked up maybe half a yard. And now in the offset eye, Cross under center. 3rd and 1. Cross to Henderson. Henderson down to the 1. He may have picked up the first down. He did not get in. as Anthony Clemens, the linebacker, came around the outside. Did he pick up the first down, though? Yes, he did. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. They're at about the half-yard line, really. 4:45 and counting. Yeah, it's really close to the goal line there. They're going to spread the offense out. Empty backfield. Cross in the shotgun. 1st and goal. Cross looking. Cross looking. Cross throws. Caught. Henderson wide open in the middle of the end zone. Travion Henderson, a 1-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills go up by 2 scores. They're up by 9 now, 20-11. The 4th-year back out of Ohio State, Travion Henderson. And now Garrett Brown for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. Bills lead by 10, 21-11. With 4:29 left. Well, the Colts, they have their work cut out for them now. They got to score twice in just under 4.5 minutes. Philadelphia at Washington up next. We'll head over to FedEx Field for that one. Just outside our nation's capital, Landover, Maryland. Garrett Brown will kick off for the Bills. Brown was on the Raiders last season. Won a Super Bowl and then said, I'm going to Buffalo. That's loyalty for you. Brown will kick off. From the 4-yard line, this is Sean Brown over the 25-30. And Sean Brown out to the 31-yard line. If Baltimore can score quickly, I think they have a chance. But they can't waste a whole lot of time here. Hudson Card comes back out. 4th-year quarterback out of Purdue. I remember him from College Football 25. That's where we drafted him from a few seasons back. I have nothing to say about that, Waldo. I don't like LeBron James. He's too full of himself. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Card in the shotgun. Card looking. Card throws deep. And Kendall Stanley with a catch. Out to the Buffalo 43-yard line. 26 yards. And Kendall Stanley goes over 100 yards receiving on the day. Waldo's so happy. I can't watch basketball anymore in the NBA. It's not like it used to be. It was much better in Jordan's day. Yeah, he really is. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. 4 wide. Card in the gun. Card to Lattimore up the middle. And Randall Lattimore. Oh, that's going to be a face mask to boot. Oh, it is a circus now.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
On Brian McAllister. And that's going to move the ball down to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Colts. I can't watch the NBA anymore. It's all dunks and three-pointers. They take 7 steps to the basket and they don't call traveling. You can't check anymore. They'll call a foul on you. They flop all the time. It's not like it was in Jordan's day. That was NBA basketball in Jordan's day. That was fun to watch back then. It was physical. They don't let them be physical anymore. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Card looking. Card throws. Gets it out to Lattimore. Lattimore to the 19-yard line again at 3. And you're right, Stud. You're right. The other sports are starting to get that way. The NFL is. The NFL is turning into a circus. You can't touch the quarterback anymore. Nobody runs the ball anymore. Nobody has a rushing game anymore in the NFL. Baseball is starting to get that way. I don't like baseball. You know when baseball was really good? Back when there were 2 separate leagues and there was no interleague play. 2nd and 8 from the 19-yard line. Card to Lattimore around the outside, and Lattimore down the sideline. Touchdown, Colts. A 19-yard touchdown run by Randall Lattimore. And the Colts are back in the game now. They did quickly score a touchdown. This drive didn't take long. Now 21-17. They're down by 4. They'll just kick the extra point. It's not, but I like what Evil Dead said. Hockey hasn't changed, and that's why hockey's still good. Hockey today is pretty much like it was in the 70s. It hasn't changed. P.J. Burke for the point after. Kick is up. And it's good. And the Colts are now only down by 3 once again with 3:16 left. If Baltimore can get a stop, wrestling, the real sport now. Well, the wrestling's more real than some of these other sports right now. I am absolutely convinced that with the advent of online gambling and all this, and the NFL has gotten in bed with all these gambling companies, I am thoroughly convinced that the NFL is fixed. Too many things happened last season that didn't make sense. Like the Browns punting from the Raider 28-yard line instead of kicking a field goal, which would alter the over-under at the end of a game last year. Why do you punt from the Raider 28? There's the kick from the 2-yard line. Tyson Crawford out over the 25 and out to the 28-yard line. Can the Bills hold on? Can they put together a drive and eat up the time, or can the Colts force a stop? I'm really upset what's happening with baseball now. It's all home runs and strikeouts. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Cross under center. Cross draws back. Throws deep. And it's knocked down, incomplete. Aiden King knocks it down, the third-year defensive back out of Miami. Tyson Crawford, the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. Don't forget Philadelphia at Washington up next. Second and 10 from the 28. 3:06 left. 4 wide for Buffalo, holding on to a 3-point lead. Cross under center. Cross to Henderson, and Travion Henderson to the 30-yard line, a gain of 2 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Tackle made by Taylor Coles, the 5th-year defensive tackle out of Temple. We're down to 2:47. The Bills are going to run it down to 2:30 and counting. Well, I have my issues with college ball right now. 3rd and 8. Cross, looking. Cross, throws, dumps it off to Henderson to the 32-yard line. Just a 2-yard gain. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. The Colts get the stop they were looking for. NIL is totally ruining college sports, especially football. It is ruining it. I'm old school, but I'll tell you right now, I'm in full support of the plan for the SEC and the Big Ten to merge and break away. 2-minute warning, Buffalo up 21-18. And welcome back to Highmark Stadium, Buffalo, New York. 2 minutes left. It'll be 4th and 6. The Bills will have to punt from their own 32-yard line. Just be careful with the nose. Back to punt, Carl Green. Green gets the punt away. Fielded at about the 17-yard line by Sean Brown, brings it out to the 22-yard line. All right, here we go. The Colts are down by 3. Bills lead at 21-18. If the Colts can get a field goal, you could force overtime. The last time the Colts and the Bills went to overtime here in Buffalo, it was the longest game in sim season history. We almost went to a third overtime. The Colts ended up winning that game with 14 seconds left to play in the second overtime. 1st and 10. Card looking. Card throws, caught by Alexander. George Alexander out to the 32, just shy of the marker. A 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Colts go to the hurry up. Card in the shotgun. 4 wide. Card draws back, throws deep, and it's intercepted by Carillon for the Bills. James Carillon, the third-year defensive back out of Florida. That is the 3rd pick thrown by Hudson Card. And the Bills are going to hold on and win this game, it looks like. They were looking for Kendall Stanley, the tight end. I'm not sure I like that, Waldo, to be honest with you. And I'll explain. I don't have time to explain now. I'll go over that next game. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. The Colts will start taking their timeouts. In the I formation, cross under center. Cross to Henderson around the outside, and Travion Henderson nearly got a first down. A 9-yard gain out to the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1. The Colts take a timeout. They have 2 left. And it looks like Buffalo is going to hold on. They're going to go to 1 and 1. And the Colts are going to drop to 0 and 2. And the Colts play Philadelphia at home next week. Buffalo will play at the New York Giants. If Buffalo can pick up one more first down, this one is in the books. In the offset I, cross under center. Cross, hands off to Henderson. First down, Buffalo down to the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 as the Colts take their final timeout. Actually, they have 1 left. 1:22 left. The Bills should be able to run out the clock. Philadelphia at Washington up next. First and 10 from the 31-yard line. Cross to Henderson. Henderson plows forward for 5 down to the 26-yard line. Make it a 4-yard gain as the Colts take their final timeout. Stay tuned. Those two teams are both 1-0, so that should be a better game, at least on paper. Philadelphia beat Pittsburgh. Actually, no, the Redskins lost. I'm sorry. The Redskins lost to the Panthers. That was an upset last week. That's right. I forgot about that. Philadelphia is 1-0. The Redskins are 0-1. In the victory formation on 2nd and 6, Cross takes a knee. Colts can't stop the clock. This will tick down under 40 seconds. Buffalo will probably still try a field goal, which I wouldn't recommend. In the victory formation, Cross takes a knee. Let's see if the Bills foolishly try a 46-yard field goal attempt here. I would just run a play. They're going to try it. They don't have to, and they don't. Your final score, Buffalo 21, Baltimore 18. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Eagles-Redskins up next.